of the ship's passage from 1200 hours on one day to 1200 hours on the next day. We have to make this summary. Now, as we discussed, various courses and distances or speeds on different legs of the passage are given to us in the question, and they want us to find out the resultant course made good, distance made good, and what is the position arrived at the next day noon. Okay, so it is something like this. Let me pick up the pen. Let's say on a particular day we were at this particular position. Now let's say we steered a particular course. This was the first course which we steered. We were here at 1200 hours. We steered this particular course for, let us say, 8 hours. So at 2000 we reached here. Then after 2000 we altered our course. So the next course was this one. And after another 8 hours, so that means 0400, the ship was here. Then at 0400 again the course was altered, and the third leg of the course was this one. And next thing known, you are at this particular position. So what they want us to find now is, they will give us the position at the starting time. This position will be given to us. The latitude is given. The longitude is also given to us. So what they want us to find out now, what is the position arrived at next day noon? This is what we need to find. So can you tell me, beta, how can we find this using plane and parallel sailing? The courses and distances are also given.
ऐसा 3 डिफरेंट उससे फिर कैलकुलेट करेंगे.
By course and distance, we will get the lat and long of another position.
सर lat and long, d lat and d long का कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे सर.
Very good, beta. So the first method which comes to our mind is कि हमारे पास ये 1200 आवर्स की पोजीशन है. इस पे अगर हम ये कोर्स और डिस्टेंस अप्लाई कर दें, हमें इसे अप्लाई करना आता है यूजिंग प्लेन एंड पैरेलल सेलिंग, तो हमें 2000 आवर्स की पोजीशन मिल जाएगी. एंड जो हमारा सेकेंड कोर्स और डिस्टेंस है, अगर हम इसे भी अप्लाई कर दें तो 0400 की पोजीशन आ जाएगी. एंड इफ वी अप्लाई द थर्ड कोर्स एंड डिस्टेंस, we will get the 1200 hours position. So this is the method which comes to our mind. Okay, so is there a shorter method also, beta? Anyone? Okay, I will tell you now. अब बेटा, this method is perfectly correct. हम लोग डेज वर्क के साथ इस मेथड को यूज कर सकते हैं, बट इसमें दो हमारे पास इश्यूज आते हैं. एक इशू तो ये आता है दैट दिस विल बी ए वेरी लेंथी मेथड. हमें पहले 2000 आवर्स की पोजीशन निकालनी होगी, फिर 0400 की निकालनी होगी, और फिर नेक्स्ट डे नून पे हम पहुंचेंगे. और अगर किसी डे में शिप ने ज्यादा कोर्सेज, ज्यादा लेग्स को स्टीयर किया है, लेट्स से यू आर कोस्टिंग एंड यू हैव 8 legs, 8 courses and 8 distances. So this method will become very cumbersome. ये बहुत लेंदी हो जाएगा. हमारे पास एक और शॉर्टकट मेथड है जिससे हम इजीली कम टाइम में नेक्स्ट डे नून की पोजीशन को डायरेक्टली निकाल सकते हैं. दूसरी चीज बेटा ये है, इस मेथड में वी आर फाइंडिंग द पोजीशन ऑफ द शिप एट 2000 आवर्स, वी आर फाइंडिंग द पोजीशन एट 0400 आवर्स. मतलब जितने भी वे पॉइंट्स आ रहे हैं हमारे, हर एक वे पॉइंट की पोजीशन हम ढूंढ रहे हैं. अब इस मेथड में उन्होंने हमसे पूछा नहीं है, दे डोंट वांट अस टू फाइंड द पोजीशन ऑफ द वे पॉइंट. व्हाट दे वांट अस टू फाइंड इज द position at next day noon. So what we do here is, I will tell you, for every course and distance, course number 1, distance 1, इसके लिए बेटा हम लोग DLAT और departure निकाल लेते हैं. So what we find out is the DLAT and the departure. इसी तरह से सेकेंड लेग के लिए भी हम DLAT और डिपार्चर निकाल लेते हैं. थर्ड लेग के लिए भी DLAT और डिपार्चर निकाल लेते हैं. तो जितनी भी लेग्स हमारे नोन टू नोन के पैसेज में हों, और एवरी लेग वी फाइंड आउट द डिपार्चर एज वेल एज द DLAT. नाउ द गुड थिंग इज दैट दिस डिपार्चर एंड DLAT कैन बी कंबाइंड टुगेदर. तो जो भी हमारा DLAT आया है, इसको हम कंबाइन कर सकते हैं. फर्स्ट लेग का DLAT, सेकेंड लेग का DLAT, थर्ड लेग का DLAT, इट कैन बी कंबाइंड. कंबाइन कैसे करते हैं? नाउ बेटा DLAT कुड बी आइदर नॉर्थ और साउथ. ये दो ही डायरेक्शन में हो सकता है. DLAT कुड बी नॉर्थ, DLAT कुड बी साउथ. तो जितना भी नॉर्थ DLAT होगा उसे भी हम ऐड कर लेते हैं, जितना भी साउथ DLAT होगा उसे भी हम ऐड कर लेते हैं. एंड इन द एंड दोनों में से जो भी बिगर वैल्यू है उसमें से स्मॉलर वैल्यू को सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया जाता है एंड वी रिटेन द नेम ऑफ द बिगर वन. दैट इज हाउ वी कंबाइन द DLAT और ऑन ऑल द लेग्स ऑफ द कोर्स. वी कैन कंबाइन द डिपार्चर ऑल्सो इन द सेम वे. ओनली डिफरेंस इज डिपार्चर ईस्ट या वेस्ट होता है, तो वी एड अप ऑल द ईस्टर्ली डिपार्चर, वी एड अप द वेस्टर्ली डिपार्चर एंड इन द एंड whichever is the bigger value, उसमें से छोटी वैल्यू को सब्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं एंड वी रिटेन द नेम ऑफ द बिगर वन. सो हमारे पास क्या आता है? हमारे पास आता है रिजल्टेंट DLAT एंड रिजल्टेंट डिपार्चर. मींस पूरे के पूरे लेग्स को DLAT और डिपार्चर कंबाइन करने के बाद हमारे पास ये रिजल्टेंट DLAT और रिजल्टेंट डिपार्चर आ गया. Now this DLAT and departure, if applied to the initial position, will straight away give you your final position. So this is what we do in a day's work question. अब मैं आपको ये एक एग्जाम्पल हम लोग पिकअप करेंगे and we will see practically how this is actually done. ये मैंने briefly आपको समझाया कि डेज वर्क के प्रोसेस को हम लोग कैसे करते हैं. Okay, let's proceed ahead now. So the first step is to put all the data in the tabular form. So tabular form में सारे के सारे डाटा को डालते हैं. The data is given to us in text format. Okay, it is given to us in text format. Question में हमें वर्ड्स दिए रहते हैं, लैंग्वेज दी रहती है, टेक्स्ट दिया रहता है. हम इस टेक्स्ट से एक टेबल बनाते हैं. So I will show you what type of table we make. So when we make this table, सबसे पहली चीज जो हमारे पास आती है, let me erase the ink on the slide. So जब हम ये टेबल बनाते हैं तो पहला चीज, फर्स्ट स्टेप जो हमें करना होता है, usually in the question they give us compass courses. Okay. So we have to convert all these compass courses to true courses. Okay. So this could be a compass course, a gyro compass course or a magnetic compass course. We have to convert it to true course. And once we have the true course, we have to convert it to quadrantal notation. Quadrantal notation में क्यों convert करना है? Because in day's work, the question is always solved using the course in the quadrantal notation. हमने देखा है कि जब भी हम प्लेन एंड पैरेलल सेलिंग क्वेश्चंस करते हैं, so we always use the course in the quadrantal notation. So we do not use it in three-figure notation. So this is the first step. Convert all compass courses to true courses and then to quadrantal notation. तो बेटा, does anyone remember कि हमने प्रीसी में किया था how to convert compass to true and true to compass? किसी को याद है?
So CD and BT.
Applied deviation and variation.
Very good, beta. CDMBT. Cadbury's Dairy Milk, very tasty. So let's see. The conversion of compass to true. How do we do it? When they give you a compass course, they will give you a deviation as well as a variation. So we apply this deviation and variation to convert the compass courses to true courses. How do we do that? We are given a compass course. We apply the deviation first. Okay. What do we mean by apply? Apply means that it could be added or it could be subtracted. So when the deviation is west, compass will be best. Compass best means you have to subtract the deviation to go to the magnetic course. And when the deviation is east, that means compass is least. Compass least means you have to add the deviation to go to the magnetic course. तो बेटा ये याद आ गया, deviation west, compass west, deviation east, compass least.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So we first apply the deviation, and when we apply the deviation, we get the magnetic course. And once we have the magnetic course, we apply the variation now. Variation is also applied in the same way. Variation west, magnetic best. Variation east, magnetic least. And as you apply the variation, you find out your true course. Now you see, you can easily remember it from these initial letters C, D, M, V, T. So you want to go compass to true, C, D, M, V, T will help you. How to remember it? Cadbury's Dairy Milk, very tasty. Okay. You can have other idioms also. So there are a lot of idioms which can be used for this. Okay. So some of them are secret idioms. So you can keep it to your mind. But this one is a pretty good idiom to remember. The main idea is not to forget the way or the order in which these corrections are applied. So this is clear, beta? This is clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Now, beta, you can note this down in your notebook, or if you want, you can take a screenshot and save it with you. आप बेटा ऐसे करना कि चार्टवर्क सब्जेक्ट के लिए जस्ट मेक ए फोल्डर ऑन योर डिवाइस. ओके, तो आपके लैपटॉप या डेस्कटॉप पे एक फोल्डर आप बना लेना, एंड उस पे इनको आप जो भी चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट होंगी, आई विल टेल यू टू टेक ए स्क्रीनशॉट एंड सेव इट. So you can keep on saving it in your device. Later on, when you are revising, it will help you. Okay, so you can give it a number. You can start giving it a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you revise, you know you start from number 1. You keep on going ahead, and all these items will be there. It will help you to revise the subject very quickly. Okay, so let's proceed ahead, beta. We now know how to convert compass to true. When we go in chart work, we will be converting from true to compass also. So that time I will tell you how to go back from true to compass. But for now, only this is required. Okay, the next concept which we have is the concept of leeway. Okay, so we should know what is this leeway and how this leeway is applied. This is also a very important concept, beta. Not only used in day's work, but is used in chart work also. So when we do chart plotting questions, you will see in many of the questions, they will provide you with this leeway, and you will need to apply this leeway on the chart or on the answer sheet. Okay. Now, beta, one request. If at any time you feel leeway basically means how much a vessel is pushed downwind. Downwind means the wind is pushing you in a particular direction. Whichever direction the wind pushes you, that is known as the downwind side or the leeward side. So how much a vessel is pushed downwind of its intended course when navigating in the presence of wind? That is what leeway is. Let me show this to you by way of a diagram. Now you can see this ship. This ship is actually steering course 090. The ship is steering a easterly course and there is a wind in the area. This is the wind. Now beta, if the wind is coming like this, what direction do you call it? Is it northerly wind or southerly wind? It is coming from north and it is going to south.
Northerly, sir. Northerly.
Northerly, sir.
From coming from.
Very good. So people are smart. So wind direction is always the direction from where it comes. So we will call this wind as northerly wind. Now beta, if we have a current in the area, let us say we have a current. Current is represented by 3 arrows. So if we have a current in this area and the current is also coming in the same direction, coming from north and going to south. Now can you tell me what we will call this current?
Southerly, sir.
Suddenly.
Very good, beta. Very good. So you people are clear about the concept of wind and current. Wind direction is always given from the side from where it comes. And current direction is always given for the side in which it is going or it is taking you. So this wind is northerly wind and this current is southerly current. Very good. Let's erase the ink. So our ship is steering a course of 090. Now we have northerly wind in this area. So northerly wind will be pushing on my ship from the port beam like this. It will be pushing on my ship. So because of this wind pushing, it is something like as if a tug is pushing me and the ship will not be able to move on 090 track. The track which the ship will be moving on is the solid color track, solid line track which you see with the arrow. This is the track on which the ship will be moving and this is known as leeway track. Okay, so this is known as leeway track and this angle here, the angle which we have, this is the angle between the course steered and the leeway track. This angle is known as leeway angle. So this is what we call as leeway angle. Now important thing to understand here beta is very important. Vessel will always keep on steering 090. Let us say in a particular case this leeway angle is 10 degrees. Okay, vessel was steering 090. Can you tell me beta what will be the direction of the leeway track?
100.
100.
Very good. The leeway track would be 100. Now important thing to remember is that the vessel's heading will always remain 090. वेसल की हेडिंग चेंज नहीं होने वाली है 100 पे. 100 ट्रैक पे वेसल बॉडीली मूव करेगा लेकिन वेसल की जो हेडिंग है वो 090 ही रहेगी. द हेडिंग इज नॉट गोइंग टू चेंज टू 100. इन अदर वर्ड्स व्हाट आई मीन इज कि हमारा शिप जब यहाँ पे पहुंचेगा तो शिप बेटा ऐसे होगा. हेडिंग तो होगी 090 बट जिस ट्रैक पे शिप चल रहा होगा वो ट्रैक होगा 100. सो कोर्स स्टीयर्ड डज नॉट चेंज बिकॉज ऑफ विंड. कोर्स स्टीयर्ड तो फिक्स है बेटा, वो तो ऑटो पायलट में हमने 090 डाल दिया तो ऑटो पायलट इंश्योर करेगा दैट अवर हेडिंग रिमेन 090 ओनली. What will change is our track on the water. So vessel will be moving on the solid line, but vessel will be steering the dotted line. So I hope this is clear, beta, clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Very good.